So there is a way in which we can build a physical structure on the inside, or as I would say, probably remember the physical structure on the inside of what it looks like, the temple that lives within you. And there are ways that we can journey into that inner temple that Hestia is also inviting us to get a sense of. What does your inner temple look like, sweetheart? What kind of style of architecture, if you could see your temple, the place that you would love to go inside, what colors, what shapes, what forms, where in the world is it? What does it remind you of? And to begin to build that as a visual sense. And I want to speak into this practice of visualization, because I don't know if you had this when you were a kid, but when I was a kid, we used to have this whole thing around imagination's not real, right? We were kind of taught that you made it up. And as we have been progressing and evolving as a species and remembering, Carl Jung knew this implicitly, all of the mystics and saints and spiritual teachers from the past knew this. Our imagination is the tool of our mystic self, of our priestess self. Our imagination is the most powerful tool we have for connecting with the numinous, for connecting with the unseen, for bringing into form through our vessel into 3D reality. Our imagination, the images and the symbols and the metaphors that we create here, that arrive here, are some of the most powerful healing medicine that we will ever receive. And so when I'm talking about your imagination, it's key in this practice of deity invocation. How the wind comes right now to confirm that. It's the core practice to be able to imagine the deity herself, her energy, her visual sense, and to merge with that. It's also a key practice to be able to imagine scenarios, temples, spaces in our imaginal realm that we bring through. You know, I imagined this space that I'm sitting in so many times. I can't even tell you. I imagined having a space where I felt sanctuary, where I felt that I could actually expand into the depth of my own priestessing and to offer myself more fully in that role. And what I know about this practice of direct embodiment of the goddess, Hestia, Aphrodite, whoever we're working with, there is a process of imagination that is so important. You're going to receive images and symbols when we're in this inner temple work together when we join into this space that is so powerful, that are medicine for your soul, that are uniquely designed for you. Your temple is going to look different to my temple. That's the fractal of the goddess shining through each one of us. What you find beautiful and coherent may feel different to my version, and that's okay. Hestia will show up to you exactly the way that you need her. So I'm just going to invite one more comment here about Hestia. Jean says, I saw Hestia as the maid, the mother, and the crone. She told me to open my hands, and she showed me the labyrinth in my own palm. How beautiful. See, I'm just talking about these symbols that are going to show up for you. The circle, the path, the tending of all things. She told me that I could always find her within, and that she is tending to my needs to allow care and nurturing for myself and to others. The dog barking told me that I can trust friends and sisters and that I am loved, so much love. Thank you, Jean, for seeing the multidimensional layers of what we are awakening when we walk as temple. In this space, we are living multidimensionally, right? So everything that's happening in our reality is interconnected. There is no mistake for the dog that was barking to let us know, I am a friend here. I am a protector. I am guarding the temple grounds. I am creating this space of safety. Or the wind that comes through and caresses my skin and reminds me of how alive I am. You know, or the scent in the air. And so I want to just acknowledge that part of awakening this temple, of bringing this temple to life, is realizing that information is coming to us all the time. And that we tuning in and invoking Hestia is about awakening the subtle realms of awareness. I had no idea today when I got on this call with you that Hestia was the one who was coming. I thought that we were talking about Aphrodite today. And what's so interesting to me is I had a visitation from Hestia a few days ago, maybe a week ago, with a client on a call where I got that before anyone else comes into the temple, Hestia has to be invoked because she is the keeper of the temple.